and the sun was it appeared closer. It was so close that it felt like it was burning my skin just standing out there. And I kept saying, I kept saying, are we getting closer to the sun, or is the sun getting closer to us? And the crazy part was, out of 100 people I saw, only 6 or 7 of them was actually like paying attention. Everybody else was concerned about stocking the house up with food. And and I just thought it was odd that I don't know, it's just like the only thing they was worried about was having food. That was it. And it's like people was going crazy, and they was hitting the grocery stores like crazy. And look, y'all, I have not been sleeping. I know you could probably look at me and tell I have bags under my eyes. I haven't been sleeping because this has been like night after night after night, every time I go to sleep. And yesterday, okay, so the debris out in the atmosphere, the trash, it was a lot of metal, looked like old satellite pieces, or I'm not sure what else it was, but all of that was just in the atmosphere. And the earth was rotating faster, it seemed like the sun was closer, or solar flames or something, whatever it was, it seemed like the sun was right above us. The night before, I had a dream that I'm standing outside in the field, and I look over at the sun setting, and it's an object so huge in front of the sun where it was like blocking like 1/3 or 1/4 of the sun. And I'm standing there, and I'm like, is this landing? Is it a meteor? And it was so real, y'all, and I could see this so good. It was a black object. I usually go online and try to find something to show you all what I see. The best I can do right now is describe it. I may try to draw it and upload it later, but I could see this object in front of the sun, and it had been there for like 2 or 3 days to weeks, because people on the news were talking about it, and NASA had no idea what it was, and people were just in a panic. So, this is the second cloud with lightning inside of it, and then the cloud started forming into a shape. The first shape that the clouds made was a demon, a demonic face. The second cloud beside it started forming a shape, and it was a demonic face. And they were kind of like facing each other. Almost like when people get ready to box, and how they face each other before they start the boxing match. That's how it was. And so I'm standing there and I'm saying, oh my goodness. Ain't nobody pulling their phone out to record it. Ain't nobody pull out a camera or nothing. It was a whole bunch of people out there with us. So I pulled my phone out and I'm recording it. And I'm like, look at this. These clouds are really changing, like somebody controlling them and trying to send us a sign or something. So I'm recording this, and I noticed this pastor standing outside staring at me. And he had his whole church out there with him. And he was telling them, these are signs of the Lord, and this, that, and the other. So the people at the church, was believing him. So he's watching me record it with my phone, and I think he knew that I wasn't part of his congregation or something. I don't know, but he got alarmed, and the next thing I know, some police officers, they had on some type of suit that I'd never seen before. There was some type of authority figure to make sure the law, is being abided by. He calls them. They couldn't arrest me because I hadn't did anything, so they just kind of stood around. Towards the end of this, the clouds started changing again, and it was a demon holding a baby. So the other demon turned into a baby, and he had the baby cradled in his arms. I'm going to try to draw this stuff. I really want y'all to see this because this was so crazy. So the demon is holding the baby in his arms. And after that, the cloud formation just went away. So we all go inside the building, and the pastor's talking about it. He's asking us, what did y'all think about what just happened? What did y'all think about that event? Wasn't that the weirdest storm y'all ever seen? And everybody was like, yeah, it was kind of weird, but we believe it was a miracle. And everybody there kept saying that it was a miracle, that it was a miracle. So
Now, I told y'all what I saw. This was 14, 15 years ago, and it's just now happening.
So it's been hot all day. Way up in Cleveland, Ohio. It's been hot all day. And then all of nowhere, the sky just turned like this. And then there's these weird lights over there. Like, y'all, there's no like, what the, why is it like changing colors?
the demon is holding the baby in his arms. And after that, the cloud formation just went away. So we all go inside the building, and the pastor's talking about it. He's asking us, what did y'all think about what just happened? What did y'all think about that event? Wasn't that the weirdest storm y'all ever seen? And everybody was like, yeah, it was kind of weird, but we believe it was a miracle. And everybody there kept saying that it was a miracle, that it was a miracle. So
You think the U.S. is going to win the World Cup?
It could happen.
Never going to happen.
What? You don't believe in miracles?
Now, you see this deer. I told y'all about a dream. I'm not going to go find it and repost it. It's take a whole lot of work to do. But I dreamed about seeing the orbs. The orbs took control over my eyes. My eyes started moving like a camera. They directed me to look to the left by a lake. I looked by the lake. I saw a deer. The deer started shape-shifting. The deer was telepathic. Notice that I was looking at it, shape-shifted and turned into what it really was, which was some type of alien, interdimensional, what I used to call demons back then, because I didn't know what else to call spirits that were not human. This all tracks.
Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee fly past when a bright, metallic orb suddenly shot across the Red Arrow smoke trail on live TV, cutting the sky at an almost impossible angle.
So what's my prediction? Since the last 15 years, I've been shown present 2026. My prediction is that there will be a mass amount of walk-ins, entity attachments from interdimensionals that are not from here who are hungry. Okay. And monotheistic religion, unfortunately, helped to bring this into fruition using things called prophecy, which is actually predictive programming. Now, to my surprise, reviewing my dreams, I kept seeing mold and mildew. I'll be talking about that next. And I can't say too much here, but I'll just say this. Look up black goo. If you're on my Patreon, you already know what I'm talking about. There's a scientist who's been working on this for a while. There are more than one type of mold. One of the molds is interdimensional. It's not from this planet. It is an alien species. It was depicted as a blob in Ghostbusters. And this is part of the plague. And a lot of people are going to be dealing with this. A lot of people are going to be, when I say a lot, I mean a plague, a lot. Unfortunately, the monotheistic religious texts, that's what they use to bring these things into our physical reality.